Okay, welcome guys. So finally I'm gonna do playthrough of This War Is Mine. Why I chose this game today? Well, I kinda wanted to explain what is happening lately with my stream sessions and commentary, and I feel like this game is probably the best thing to do because it's kinda quiet, it doesn't really doesn't actually need attention in terms of dialogues. So we're gonna start this new game. Yeah, even though I was like kinda far into game, I did learn a lot of things, so this shouldn't really be a problem. But what I'm doing here is hopefully I got my internet fixed, so now I shouldn't get any dropped frames. I'm gonna test in this video that I overclocked my CPU even more, so I'm using kind of faster preset, even though this game doesn't use at all CPU pretty much. But anyway, I'm testing slowly. Also, with that being said, I'm using different software for clearing noise buzz, noise effects in background and what's not, which are usually here if I'm not using some kind of software, and now I'm using actually VST host instead Adobe Audition, which use like 10 to 15% of CPU usage in the start. Anyways, when the civil war broke out, many people thought it would only last a couple of weeks. It's been years since government military surrounded the rebels in the capital, cutting off all supply lines. The civilian population trapped in the city are suffering from hunger, disease and shelling. Katia met both Pablo and Bruno before the war. She used to be a reporter, while Bruno had his own television cooking show. Pablo was the star of the local football team. Katia even interviewed him once. Now they met in dramatically different circumstances, looking for food and shelter. So they're kind of random. They're not gonna be every time same characters. She's good with bargaining, she's good with fast running, and he's good cook, which is going to be important. Now this is our things, which obviously doesn't have anything, and what we can do in this kind of first run is basically try to explore as much as we can and make actually shelter from this place. So he can look for that one. So yeah, as I said, I'm testing my internet as well, although I think that I checked option in OBS which shouldn't be checked, because I was trying to stream Global Offensive, and Global Offensive is kinda fucked up game when you want to stream it properly. So you're using all kind of options, although I'm streaming at 45 FPS, and that will be my goal, because 45 FPS feels like 60 FPS. It's smooth, it's kind of really nice, and really, I don't know, perhaps more enjoyable to watch. Some games, like for example if I'm doing some racing game or FIFA perhaps, it's gonna be much smoother if I'm actually doing that in 45 FPS. Hopefully my chat is working as well. I also found a lot of plugins for OBS, like the chat down there on stream session under my camera, so that's still everything in testing phase. Yeah, we kinda need shovels for those. That's gonna take a while. So anyhow, I'm gonna explain this for those who don't know this, and this is gonna go on YouTube as well. This is daytime, of course, and I think it's 7 PM or 8 PM you kinda end the day, and you can choose what you wanna do with those three characters. Do you wanna make them to sleep, to guard this house, this shelter, or maybe to go and scavenge through the city by choosing locations, although you can die pretty easily in some of those locations, so it's kinda tricky. But anyhow, yeah, game is fun. I don't know, I'm having fun. I did play like 2 or 3 hours overall, so it's not that much, but I learned basics. I know how to survive, comparing to that first video when I actually did gameplay and I literally fucked up everything. So yeah, those locations like fridge, you have those foods here, you have meds, tablets and what's not in toilet. So those icons will be there, they will just increase counter once when I get more, I guess, more items, etc. Okay, so he's slightly sick, they're fine. They're not even hungry. I really doubt that we're gonna find any sort of food here for them, at least at first night. She could go and do that. It's gonna be locked, I assume. Yeah, there are picklocks, by the way. Okay, he can go and probably build something like a bed, which is always good for start. So far no dropped frames. They really boosted signal on my internet, and that is really handy. So we're gonna get one bed. Why? Because they're sleeping kinda better in beds, they're gonna rest a little bit better, and we will place that down there because that feels like safest place probably. So we're gonna place fire here and a couple more things which will be handy. We can actually collect water as well if you build a machine for that. So if you hear screams, that is my daughter, but since I'm testing levels of noise in my background with this software to clear everything, I have actually music pretty loud behind me in hall before my room, mostly because I don't want to make you know, screams, sounds, whatever when my daughter is sleeping in other room. And since my apartment is pretty much big and I'm living in the center of the city, it's pretty loud, cars, etc. So, you know, I want to be safe with it, and this software doesn't use neither 1% of CPU usage, so that is why I wanted it. It's kinda tricky to use, because there are so many plugins, but it's fine. Simple heater, well, that could be handy, but right now we could use this because we're gonna be able to make better food with this. That should be actually here. Yep. Okay, he's gonna go and do that. Everything is locked, which means that we will need to find and make picklocks, which is not that hard, I believe. It's 6 PM, although they will end like really soon, so can we make another bed maybe? Yes, we can. Although there were probably more important things, but 2 beds, if we can make it. It's 1 hour. Hopefully we can. So all in all, this is kinda unexpected stream. It's gonna be like only 1 session of this, probably. I'm gonna test then 1 online game most likely. Okay, we have food, so we can cook that, but first day they don't really need to eat anything. And yeah, food is already there, like immediately. Yeah, I think 8 PM is like... Yep, can he finish that actually till then? Hopefully he can. Come on, come on. 1? Oh god, he didn't make it. Okay, never mind. We will go to scavenge with him. He's slightly sick, so he's gonna sleep in bed, and she's fine, so she's gonna guard. And when we select one character actually to scavenge, then we need to select location as well, and here we have description, short description about that location and what we can find. Lots of food, meds, parts, food, materials, ammunition. No, actually amount. We don't have ammunition here. And this is our shelter down there. So locations will pop up randomly, I guess randomly. So let's go. I don't know actually. Quiet house, ruined villa. Let's go in these. Although I think that I went here last time and they died like instantly. So we can bring something with us if we want, but I don't really see anything. If you have like weapon, probably. It's okay if but yeah, actually I should be able to see and monitor chat in my OBS. So we're gonna grab pretty much everything what we can find. So far this seems like empty place, because if something was there making sound, we would see like red circle blinking literally, but since there is nothing, I would assume we're kinda safe. Yes, when we are running actually we are kinda loud. So one more thing to be kinda careful about. So I think that if you had character which is good in scavenging, that he would probably have more slots, like extra 2 or 3 slots. We're not gonna be able to bring all of those. Huh. Electric parts, we will need that for radio. Even though I'm not sure how radio works. So I'm gonna be a lot like monitoring second monitor. Holy. Because I'm really worried about... Let's leave those. Okay, we have something here. Might be only red. Weapons, parts, blades. Let's take that. Organic waste that we can use, fertilizer. Okay, we don't have that still. Although we can make coffee. Okay, let's go around. Slowly. And then... Well, let's hope for the best. Hopefully it's only red. Yeah, I think... Yeah, it is. So... Wait, we can't? God damn it. Let's go around then. That doesn't change anything, but yeah. Some places will be empty, some will be like full with people, some with good people when you can rob them. Family photo, parents and 2 daughters. Good thing the girls doesn't resemble their father, he looks like a bear. Okay. Any food? Okay. So, like instantly we're dropping that, we're getting all food. Like food is most important in this game, and of course medkits and those kind of stuff for surviving and keeping people alive. No space, so basically what I'm doing is just trying to find either food. Note that says on the first day they robbed us, 2 days later they murdered our girls. Holy... I shot every one of them, but I don't want to use the gun anymore. It's broken and buried in the backyard. The next part looks shaky. If you're reading this, don't look for me. Okay, so we will try to go in backyard, I guess. Find that pistol. I never had a gun in this game, and we can't go there. It's a bedroom. I don't really think that we would be able to find anything after all. Yeah, it's only red. Can we go actually? I'm not sure about that. Why I didn't find any gun? Or this actually... Various weapon parts, blades, barrels, springs, locks and so on. I'm worried about colors in freaking OBS because it's kinda locked on 300 bitrate, but it's kinda wanna go up and down, but it can't, and especially because I used a minimize network impact option. I think that actually that kinda limits upload at the moment. Although should be fine, I hope. If like I have 30 to 45 minutes without dropped frames, and it's Saturday, so there is no school here. People are working, I think, most of them. But yeah, that's gonna kinda show is everything fixed, because usually with most people on internet it kinda makes some problems. So yeah, plan is actually to start at Friday. Daily streams as I used to do before, and I'm gonna do like every day 5 to 6 hours. I have plenty of games on my mind, like Dragon Age, literally 3 games, then Darksiders 2 games, Lost Planet 3 games, a lot of those franchise I guess, and I wanna play most of them since I didn't before. I mean, I did play Dragon Age back at the time, but I didn't know English properly back then, and I most likely didn't even understand most of the stuff. Huh. Okay, we're gonna drop electric parts. With a few missing parts. That can be fixed, because we have that, right? Okay, we're going back. That was a good night. Solid night, I would say.